Florida hurricane threat, new alerts issued. The 8th named storm of 2024, Hurricane Helene, is expected to arrive in Florida or the northern Gulf Coast later this week because of a tropical cyclone strengthening in the western Caribbean Sea. Watches and warnings issues following 36 to 48 hours. Tropical storm conditions occur and hurricane conditions could develop where it is at the moment. In the western Caribbean Sea, a tropical cyclone is intensifying. On Monday morning, the storm was designated as Potential Tropical Cyclone 9, a designation used by the NCHE Tuesday. As a named storm Helene, it is predicted to approach Cancun, Cozumel, and western Cuba at a tropical storm or potentially Category 1 hurricane status. In certain places, there is a possibility of storm surge, flooding, significant wind gusts, and locally heavy rain. Rainfall up to 12 inches is possible in some parts of western Cuba Wednesday. Helene may have some aftereffects in the early stages in Cancun, Cozumel, and western Cuba. Then, as a hurricane, we anticipate Helene to arrive in the southern Gulf of Mexico. Few sections of Florida's Gulf Coast, ranging from the Keys to the Panhandle, are likely affected by strong surf and outer rain bands Thursday. Helene is expected to arrive as a major storm on Thursday afternoon or evening. However, there is still some uncertainty in the forecast. Although computer forecast models indicate that landfall is most likely between Florida's Big Bend and the Panhandle, remember that hurricane impacts surge, winds, and rain frequently happen far from the center. A few computer ensemble model forecasts still track as far west as southeast Louisiana or Mississippi and as east as the west coast of Florida Friday. Over much of the southeast, this system is anticipated to move swiftly inland, leaving behind some persistent strong wind gusts and locally overflowing rain. How powerful may it be? It is predicted that Helene will strengthen into a major hurricane in the Gulf. This is because heat content is one element that facilitates intensification, and the chart below demonstrates that the northwest Caribbean Sea and portions of the Gulf of Mexico have an abundance of deep, warm water. The heat content of the Gulf of Mexico is at record high levels for this time of year, but the water isn't just warm. Forecast models indicate that rather than shearing and tilting Helene's circulation, upper-level winds may spread apart over the storm, which would be advantageous for strengthening. Because of this, before making landfall, Helene may intensify to at least Category 3 in the eastern Gulf of Mexico, U.S. Potential for rainfall. Details on other effects, such as storm surge and winds, are unknown. In many areas of the southeast, the worst rain is predicted to fall on Thursday and Friday, while some areas may have heavy rain as early as Wednesday.